Welcome to Abundantly Me. So, I wanted to do another video today. I posted a video this morning on rest, but I've not been feeling rested at all. The video totally is not matching my energy right now. It's not matching what I'm feeling. So, I've been feeling a little, I'm not going to say broken, because I've not been feeling broken, but I've been feeling heavy, alone, kind of dealing with a heartbreak, but it's not really like a relationship type of heartbreak. But listen, I posted it out of conviction, actually, because God told me to go back to what I already said yes to, right? Go back to what I already said yes to. And for me personally, it was to rest. It was rest, not hustle, not hiding, just obedience. Obedience in the middle of a heartbreak. Let me be real. This week, I felt like I'm running out of strength. I felt like God's silence was so loud this week that I almost started questioning things. Oh, Father. I wanted to grind. I wanted to chase my purpose. I wanted to make things happen. I want to make things happen. I'm like trying to get things done, right? Lord. All right. But then God showed me something that I wasn't even expecting. He showed me that I wasn't chasing purpose. I was actually running from shame. Yes, two totally different things. And that might not sound like a big difference, but it is. Because when you're running from shame, you're running with your eyes back. You're running like this, right? Your head turned back, liable to hit a dang wall. You're liable to run into something, right? You could run into something. When you're running to purpose, you're running straight, head up. You know where you're going. It's a big difference. And when he revealed that I had to stop, I had to stop. I had to reevaluate myself. I had to look at, what am I doing? What am I actually doing? I had to return back to rest. I had to return to trust. I'm using rest and trust simultaneously. I'm using it simultaneously here. I had to return back to that. And it's actually funny because in the video, I even said, like, I was saying, not mocking, but I was saying, like, oh, I was acting out someone saying, oh, I'm scared that if I rest, I'm going to miss something. And then I responded, well, then maybe you are, what did I say? Maybe your life is rooted in fear and not in trust. And it's like, I already have the answer. The thing is, we be knowing. We know, right? Oh, Father. So I had to return back to rest. Even when it didn't feel powerful, even when it didn't feel productive, even when I didn't want to. Yes. And maybe you're there too, running from shame. This past week, I can't even tell you how many times I looked at the clock. I was working till 2, almost 3 in the morning, right? On something that God already gave me an answer to. So what am I working for? What am I doing? I'm not trying to put a message out there of don't work, but also I'm trying to say that we must, it's like, are you working from a place of fear? Yeah, I didn't realize what I was doing. I thought I was doing the right thing. I thought I was running towards purpose. Yes. But I was running from fear, running from shame. And listen, this week has been off. And that's probably why this week has been off. The atmosphere shifted and everything got loud, but God got quiet. Like we're being stretched, but not in new directions, in old ones. I don't know about you, but this week I felt like I was being pulled back into old habits, old thoughts, old ways of thinking. I was hustling. There's nothing wrong with that though. But where I'm at right now, right? Old thoughts I already healed from. But that's what this week has been, a revisiting. It is a revisiting, but it's not to torment us, but I believe it's to test us. I believe it was to test us. Some of the thoughts that I was having, some of the conversations I was having with God. Listen, am I going to say this? I'm going to say it. I was like, you know what, God? And it's so weird. This is how deep it was for me, at least. These returns, like this being stretched back, this test. Listen, I'm 90 something days sober, right? I'm gonna count it to see exactly what it is because I gotta do something big when I hit 100. But I randomly, I don't even have thoughts. I don't have any wants. I don't have no desires, no urges, nothing. I'm good. Truly. Honestly, I'm so proud of myself. But I was thinking, I asked God, is it gonna be bad? Is it going to really be that serious? Like a big thing? Is it going to be a big thing? Is it going to be that serious? Is it really going to affect my walk if I go roll me a J? I can't even believe I'm saying this. But listen, I was just asking. I don't have a want, but there were a couple moments that it's so weird. Honestly, the feeling of this week was such a weird to understand now that it's just a test. These are just tests. And honestly, it's like he's stretching even what our relationship can be. That I can be so straight up with God and I can go to him and ask him this question, right? Because I already know what the answer is. But let me tell you something. He actually answered me in a way that I wasn't expecting. But I'm not going to tell you guys that. I'm not going to tell you that. But it was like he was so happy that I even brought these questions, that I brought this stuff to him. Yes. He has just truly been changing our relationship, our whole dynamic. I am being stretched. And it's like to see what we've healed from. It's to see almost also, it's just a test. There's other things there too, but I'm not going to even acknowledge that because those things are so small. But the bigger thing is, it's a test. The enemy likes the enemy. I said I'm not going to acknowledge it, and then I went to try to. I was about to acknowledge it. What I was just going to say is the enemy knows also that because we are exhausted, that because we're tired, we're also in a season of this test where God is already testing us, where it's like where he's quiet, but now the enemy wants to come and test. And there's just so many parts, and it's like I'm not going to even dive into all of that, but I didn't. I'm still able to count my days of sobriety. I'm on like 90 something. And I'm so proud of myself. I'm taking a break in the middle of recording because I just did the math. I am 136 days sober. I am 136 days sober. I don't even have my words. Oh my goodness. Wow. But this week, it has been a stretch of going back to old things. And I feel like it's been to ask, did that healing go deep enough? Did that yes still stand when things got quiet? Oh my gosh. Will you still trust me when it doesn't feel like anything is happening? I have felt the spiritual exhaustion. Yes. Like, God, I've been obedient. I've been surrendered. Now what? Right? I felt the silence, not abandonment, that strategic, holy quiet that makes you question everything just before he starts to speak again. I felt the tension, the pressure to push, to grind, to do, to produce. But I've also heard the whisper to return back to what I already said yes to. Return back to what I already said yes to. And for me, that yes was rest, trust, surrender. It was rest. Yes. I said the other ones because it's in my studies and everything, and not even just in that. It's the way it was all broken down. It's honestly, it's all of them. They're all being used synonymously. Truly, rest enough to where you're showing that posture of I trust you enough to rest, even when the house is on fire. That rest that may make me look a little crazy, even though this house is on fire. I'm gonna rest. I'm gonna trust that nothing will come nigh me. 1,000 may fall on my side, 10,000 on my right side, I believe, but none will come to me. That trust is going to make me look crazy. I'm going to rest. I'm not going to even look at the 1,000 or the 10,000. I'm going to rest and trust. I'm going to trust you, Father. I'm going to trust you. I'm getting goosebumps. I'm getting goosebumps. All right, so that's it. That's just my word. I wanted to explain why I posted that, and I'm going to continue because actually this is a whole series. It's a 7-part series on rest. What's interesting is I already recorded 5 videos, so I'm just going to record the next 2 tonight. But go watch it. Also, when you are listening to them as they drop, know that this is me being obedient. This is my obedience being lived out. I do believe that these messages also is for someone, is going to bless someone. And there's a reason God told me to do it. It honestly may just be for me when I need another reminder and like a week, another week or a month or something to rest. All right, anyways, I gotta go. Okay, people have been calling me. Love you guys.